Stephen Jules Radio Show.
Alright. Yeah, what's going on, Wisdom? How are we? Welcome back to the show today. Yeah, I was just recording some stock music sounds. I got an electric guitar. It was good. Ended up going to Guitar World in Campbelltown. It's a nice. Yeah, and I don't know what the hell's going on with my Logic. It's fucking around with me. I can't get any sound to play through it at all. I don't know. Technology for you. Try another DAW DAW digital audio workstation. No, but it's another tonight. It was very hot last night. Couldn't sleep properly. And yeah, it's 26 degrees now. It's feels like 29.1 because of the humidity. God, are we going like the Northern Territory now? Fuck. You know that but yeah, I said it last night on the podcast that I just guess the heat's here, and we've got to accept it for what it is. I know in the UK, in England, in Europe, and France have had heat waves, and for London to be hitting 40 degrees, that was never heard of in the summer, ever. And France as well ended up getting into the 40s. I think this is about 2 years ago. Europe was going through a heat wave. And I am often ask myself is how can we adapt to it as well as respect Mother Nature and put up with the heat as well, because that's what yeah, that's what it is. It's one of those things where it's here to stay forever. But yeah, today it got hot as well. In the morning, about 10 a.m., it hit 30 degrees. I didn't end up working out today because I just felt tired, like just drained. It's because the heat does that. But look, hopefully we get some cool weather for the rest of the week and next week as well, because we definitely need more cool weather. No, but it feels great just to be getting back into the music again, even playing guitar, even writing music on guitar. I'm sort of trying out new stuff for a new album. But, it's just all about experimentation with music when you're creating content, getting your ideas down. Because last night, do you ever get those nights where you feel your mind is sometimes just so creative, like you just don't want to sleep, you just want to create? Although I've had to start, taking my sleep more in consideration for my health, I try to, I guess, schedule a time for the day, preferably in the morning, is when I'd say, most creative to be writing music. And that's what I enjoy. I enjoy the journey as a content creator. And, I definitely enjoy podcasting here on Wisdom as well. But there's been, I went to the cricket yesterday and I had a great day. I knew Australia was going to win. But do people get fed up with the Australian cricket team winning all the time? If there's any cricket fans listening, please tell me if you if you want England to win it for a change in the Ashes series. Um, Cricket is, I guess, a patient sport. The game did feel a bit slow, but the West Indies, are getting better all the time because they keep on pushing it. And look, I hope for them to become the world number one in the future, because our current Australian cricket team, our players are in their mid-30s and it's getting harder to keep up. So you never know what changes can happen. But yeah, that's I guess sport for me is just positivity. As you can imagine, it's they do a lot of traveling, playing cricket like 365 days a year. India, they were in, I think, the Ashes last year. They had the World Test Championships, the Cricket World Cup. I think the 2020 World Cup is this year. So you never know how it's going to play out. Um, but yeah, we have to wait and see. where it goes for us. Yeah, look, it is hot now, and I guess I just feel that, yeah, just called to do a podcast here on wisdom, for just a quick show, of course. Like, I was trying. I re-downloaded my iReal Pro today from, and I started going. You know what a real book is? It's like for jazz standards, and I just looked up some. Yeah, uh, rock songs, and some of my guitar strings are so thick it's just too hard to push it down to hit certain chord and chord progressions. But yeah, that's the journey of a musician, I suppose. I think that you've just got to, yeah, just try out as many different ideas as you can, just so you can be successful, I think. But yeah, it's like you look at it like this, right? How far the Stephen Shields radio show has come since 2020, and really keep on. I enjoy this, and I'll keep going. Sometimes during a hot night, I just, you can't sleep and shit like that. I just can't sleep sometimes. So this is what I like about this social audio stuff. It's, yeah. Wonder where social audio is going, since people have, returned to a normal life and we're not living in a pandemic, or technically we are still around. It's yeah, I mean, it does feel good that we can go out again and the days of social distancing are over. Oh man, that was hell. You look back, who knows, in 10 years time, I'll look back on this and it will be like, well, how did the world become such a crazy place? Is what I don't get, especially in 2020, the year 2020. Was one of those years where you just want to just put it behind you, move on, and definitely I think we've learned a lot about. I learned a lot about myself and how creative I could become, and yeah, that's what I did. It's what I believed in, because I mean that's all you can do at the end of the day. Is stand by what you believe in as well. It's important to keep on looking after yourself the best that you can, because yeah, it's now I think that people are searching for something, a higher spiritual entity or something out there that uh, yeah, it's yeah. I think you just gotta, yeah, take a day at a time. I guess just be thankful for what you already have, and just keep showing up. I think now we relying too much on social media and all this blah blah blah, and I'm just fed up of all the garbage going on in the news as well. It's just starting to get annoying and repetitive, I think. For the time being, it's one of those media outlets that can really drive fear into you. Like, I read in the Daily Telegraph that I think is it Craig Kelly or one of the MPs apparently retweeted some pornography video, but said his account was hacked. Um, well, according to Craig Kelly, he's reported it to X, or some idiot has impersonated him or done something. Someone mucked up something somewhere, and yeah, the media just create a I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know what to believe in anymore. All this shit in the news. whatever you read these days, the New York Times, the Washington Post, the New York Post, the Daily Telegraph, it just goes on and on and on, around in circles, round and round and round. And I'm like, well, it just gets so overwhelming because nowadays we have the news 24/7. Although a part of my show is I do um, research in what I'm going to talk about and what I'm interested in talking about, which is, politics, sports, spirituality. I don't really like to go on about celebrity gossip and all that. Don't have time for that crap. Music as well. I lately just concentrating on keeping myself busy. Um, yeah, keeping myself busy is the most important. I think that, yeah, it's the more you keep yourself busy, the better things get, and where your attention goes, your energy flows pretty much, and that is true. Like attracts like. Yeah, that's absolutely true. Uh, I feel now that I'm all about just understanding my own self growth. I was doing a bit of research about Michael Jackson, the singer, a very talented singer. Had all this plastic surgery done to his nose. He was born African American originally. He looked better being black. That was Michael Jackson. I wanted to talk about Michael Jackson. There's a lot of reasons why. When you're just doing research about a famous singer, entertainer, he was never, I don't know, he tried to be someone that he wasn't. He bleached his skin white. He had all that cosmetic surgery done on his nose, and he virtually had ended, you know, final times. It was a prosthetic nose. And I think to myself, how come such a bright young man, very talented, once went through all that trouble, although he had that pyro accident and it left a scar on his head, and that happened. But to try to be someone that you're not, I mean, clearly there was some trauma in his life somewhere. Uh, do research about Michael Jackson if you can, one of the singers, because as you know, I'm in music, of course, and I do ask myself these questions as to why would he do such a thing like that. Um, what caused Michael Jackson to bleach his skin white? Was he not happy within himself, or was he trying to be someone he's not? Yeah, I'll let you decide on that. So that's what the research is all about. Doing your homework. But yeah, I don't know. This is why we need a spiritual practice for ourselves, because yeah, it's just about yeah, just being happy with what you. Yeah, I've had to understand that your world's changing. We're living in a changing world. Uh, you got the high rise of cost of living crisis. I was reading in the um, Daily Telegraph today about Sydney is having a homelessness crisis because rent is very expensive now. And is Sydney going to be ending up like San Francisco or California? Apparently, Joe Rogan left California because it was becoming a communist state. California, San Francisco, Seattle, very democratic views over there. And so now it's a time where yeah, we just start to stand up and say, hey, enough is enough. I think trusting in yourself or in your highest supreme being or your high spiritual entity is what will keep us going right now. I think the more that we can ask ourselves, it's not the how, it's the why, then the better that gets for you. Yeah. Yeah, I'll leave it there, guys. Thought I'll just hop on here and just create a podcast for you. Take care, everyone. Bye for now.